The year is 1974, and with it brought the release of Enter the Dragon in the UK. So let's talk whether it's worth remembering. So here at the year is, we look to find the greatest movie year since 1960 by selecting both the letter of the alphabet and the year during our not so scientific tests. We then run a poll to nominate a movie and decide whether that movie is worth remembering or will better to forget.
Roper, Williams, and Lee, the deadly three, penetrate the secret chambers of an evil island empire. This is Enter the Dragon.
After a couple of US TV shows, this was seen as like a vehicle for Bruce Lee, who was already a superstar in Hong Kong, to gain notoriety throughout the world, but more specifically in America. We also put aside the acting here because in terms of a priority list, I don't think that was too high up, and well, they succeeded in that, but like, it's Enter the Dragon, and that's not why Bruce Lee became the huge star that he is, and it's kind of like complaining about the water whilst swimming in the ocean.
Gentlemen, let the tournament begin.
Many martial artists are invited onto this island to fight in a tournament that is run by Han, and I'm not going to lie, if you give me a tournament fighting in an island, I'm automatically going to go. As they arrive on the island, we see this sprawling kind of training yard, if you will, of all these people who are training to be martial artists, and some are doing better than others. This is your classic lavish island, right? So you've got your women, you've got your alcohol, you've got your food, and we are told that Han lives as a king, and then we see his throne, which looks about as comfortable as that moment that you have to explain your lockdown search history on the work's computer. Well, I'm told that that'd be uncomfortable. For added emphasis, we get further info on the bodyguard of Han, who is known to be the downfall of Lee's sister, and this is a simple formula that allows for when the inevitable fight happens.
Or don't hit back.
The stakes to be risen, and it does, and it works. And I'm far from a martial arts movie expert, so I won't really comment on like the techniques or the choreography, other than to say it's still fun 40 plus years later. And I'm not the only one to really enjoy it. Look at this wee guy living his life as he's watching Bruce Lee. As the movie progresses, Lee is investigating the island and he's trying to find all the stuff that the British intelligence had sent them there to find. Williams, who is played by Jim Kelly, sadly ends up falling victim to Han's plan.
Mr. Han, suddenly I'd like to leave your island.
It is not possible.
Bullshit, Mr. Handman.
As well as John Saxon's character Roper is attempted to be recruited by Han with the means of a cat and a guillotine, because nothing says trustworthy employer like a guillotine. As we enter the final stages of Enter the Dragon, Han seemingly looks around and discovers that all his guards that he hired are looking like Christmas temps who never received any training, so he has to do the work himself, and he attaches what can only be described as an After Hours Blue Peter project. It's like this 2x4 that has nails and fur. I love the segments where the goons are like attacking Bruce Lee, and there's the one wee guy who's clearly seen all his pals just get destroyed. Some of them have been knocked unconscious, some of them have had their neck broken, and now Bruce Lee's just picked up a weapon. And this guy thinks, nah, I can still be the guy that defeats him. We reach the climactic fight between Lee and Han, and we're surrounded by mirrored walls, and Han has upgraded his Blue Peter project with some Wolverine cosplay. This scene is so well done, and the music just kind of lends itself to the tension. It doesn't need any big set pieces or explosions. It's a proper worthy conclusion. This will continue to be an iconic martial arts movie, and rightfully so. So to answer the question whether it's worth remembering, of course it is. And that's us. The like and subscribe button are below should you wish to use them. Cheers, and I'll see you again.